G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is May the 17th, 2023. This is the nat gas price update. Our weekly indicator is still showing a neutral indication of trading, so we don't go long or short. On the daily though, it's broken to the upside, and that's a result of this divergence that was playing out with the CCI versus the price chart. So we're looking at potential bullish outcome here if it breaks above this minor resistance. Let me first of all go to the weekly. So what we look at in terms of this indicator down here is it combines the triple moving average of the price chart, moving average 3, 5 and 60, and combines that with the moving average 5 and 50 of the CCI 150. If they're both bearish, it shows a bearish signal. If they're both bullish, it shows a bullish signal, and at the moment it's neutral because either of those is not lined up to the other. So the weekly is showing a neutral signal on that. The same indicator applies for the daily, and we're looking at that as a bullish signal. You can see there more recently, the last couple of days, and all during that period, that was primarily neutral as well. There were a few bearish signals back here to take on the lower time frames. Now what we look at more closely here as well is this divergence, which is on a CCI playing a bullish divergence versus the bearish divergence on the price chart. And the way you read the divergence, it generally plays out. So we expected it to initially break above this minor resistance at 25.56. So the next level will be, and it did actually break above that on the daily. It's a wick there. It did actually break above that. I'll go to the hourly in a minute. But you can see here more closely, I just want to drill out. You can see there's a diagonal line there. So what this first of all got this horizontal support at 20.64. and a resistance at 30.50 and that minor resistance at 25.56. But we've also got this diagonal support, and you can see there more closely. It did bounce off that diagonal support a couple of times, and now it's broken up through that minor resistance. So that's looking positive for more bullish movement on the nat gas price. On the hourly, you can see there more closely this minor resistance at 25.56. Since our last update, we did say look out, it could bounce and hit this diagonal trend line, but also this horizontal resistance, and it did that exactly. So hit that and it bounced through to the downside again. So predominantly we're looking at if you've combined the weekly and a daily, I'm very cautiously going long on the daily alone, but I prefer to trade when both the weekly and the daily are aligned. So that's just my trading strategy. And if you were to do that, we also combine that with the same moving averages on the hourly chart as well. And what I've got up here is a back test going long only. You can see there during that period, there were a few long trades there, and this is a profitability chart. And during that period and that period, we're doing the average down approach. And you can see there were a couple of average downs, and it still played out quite nicely. So at the moment, very cautiously, there are a couple of long trades in there as well more recently. When it's a fractal breakout above the a candle breakout above the fractal, in line with the moving averages of the CCI and the price chart as well. So to understand how to trade this and other trading strategies, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe to my Patreon page, and we do weekly stock scans, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.